Hello everyone. First, I want to start off with saying thank you for giving me the opportunity to watch this video, and thank you for the opportunity for being one of the candidates for this position. And first, we'll be dealing with decimals with percent. First, we'll be starting off with this problem. What is 17% of 82? People, first I want you to think, how will I approach this? How much of this percent will be out of 82? Well, first, we will do a percent bar. We will break it up into 100 pieces. Our percent bar will be our whole. And then now that we broke it up into 100 pieces, it doesn't have to be exactly 100 parts. We can just do this. This will be considered 100 parts. 100 parts. And out of this 100 parts will be considered also 100%. And in this problem, it said 17%. So out of this 100%, we will be using 17. And then this whole will be 82. Our whole will be 82. Remember that. So the question is, 17% of 82. Well, we have 17% out of 100. This will be our unknown. We need to figure out what out of this 82 is 17%. Well, now that we got this, we write this out as an equation. 82 will be our denominator. And then this out of the 82 are still our unknown. You can put a question mark or you can put it as a variable, which will we use as x. And then now, out of the 100, we are using 17% of it. And now that we're trying to find the unknown, our goal is to have this by itself. So then will be the opposite of dividing will be multiplying. So we'll be multiplying 82 to this problem. So then now we have x equals 17 out of 100 timesing it by 82. Now that we know that 17 out of 100 is already 17%. So now we're going to write this out. Convert this actually into a decimal. So this will be 0.17 times 82. And this will equal to 13.94. And that will be our final answer. 13.94 is being used out of the 82. Now let's go on to the next problem. So our last problem, we dealt with finding the percent. On our last problem, we figured out how much out of the whole was out of the 17%. Now we are going to find the percent out of the whole. So on this problem, it says, 15 is what percent of 72? Well, now that we got our percent bar, we will break this up into 100 parts. Remember, it doesn't have to be exactly 100 parts. So this would be 100 parts, also known as 100%. Our whole in this problem is 72. So out of this whole percent bar, this will be 72. That is our whole. And out of our whole of 72, we are using 15. Now, out of the 15 out of 72, what is the percent of 15? That is what we're finding out. So now that we have our picture, we will write out our equation. So then out of the 72, out of the 100%, we are using, I'm sorry, let me rephrase this again. My apologies. Out of the 100, we are figuring out how much of the percent out of the 100 are we, this 72, this 15 is using. So our goal is to find out how out of the whole are we using. So we are going to be doing the same exact step that we did on the previous question. We will want to have this x by itself, and by doing so, the opposite of dividing will be multiplying. So we will multiply the 100 to this fraction. So then now we have x equals 15 over 72. Multiply it by 100. And now our answer would be 20.83%. That is our answer. I know I might have jumped ahead, but this 15 over 72 multiplied by 100 will give you this answer. So out of the 100 parts, and 72 is our whole, they use 15, and the percent of the 15 is 20.83. Now we will move on to another question. So on this problem is almost as similar as the last one we did. This one, it says 25 is what percent of 94? So now we know our whole is 94. Remember, this percent bar is broken up into 100 pieces, 100 parts. Which is also known as 100%. So out of the 94, we'll be using 25. And they're asking is, out of the 25, what is the percent of 25? So this is what we're looking for. So now that we know our whole, how much out of the whole we are using, and we are looking for the percent of the ones that we are using. So we will write this out the same way as our previous problem. X out of the 100, we are using 25 out of the 94 parts. So our goal is to get x by itself, because this is what we're looking for, this right here. So the opposite of dividing, we will multiply 100 to this side to get x by itself. So this will be x equals 25 out of 94. I like to write them in parentheses because they're by themselves, times 100. So x will equal 27%. After dividing the fraction, and then multiply by 100, this will be my answer. 27% is being used out of the 25 parts. This is our percent. I hope this helped. And if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I hope you have a marvelous day.